Welcome to Soul Purpose Magic, the intuitive miracle for abundance. This is a complete overview of the miracle system and a special offer. I am Laura Mendelson, and my website is spiritmediumlaura.com. So this is based on my powerful book, Love Your Life Abundance Method. It includes 4 steps, which is spelled by the acronym LOVE, L-O-V-E, to automatically attract self-esteem, prosperity, ideal love, and body weight. Myself, raised in a metaphysic household, I've been practicing spiritual law and manifesting for over 45 years. This is channeled original material based on my own soul purpose and also the Great White Brotherhood Order of Melchizedek. The secret to automatic prosperity, in part, is your DHARMA, which is your purpose on earth. This is your unique work that you've come to earth to do. When you align with the higher frequency of this work, or your soul's purpose, you activate a flow of guidance, opportunities, and destiny, which happens to spell God, but in effect basically makes your life a lot easier and certainly more prosperous. Here are some key benefits of soul purpose magic. Automatic prosperity. Now, Joseph Campbell, PhD, author of The Power of Myth, described it this way. When you follow your bliss, the universe will open doors for you where there were only walls. You will improve your self-esteem, your self-confidence. You'll have a sense of true self-acceptance. You'll be more charismatic, attract love easier, attract others like a magnet. You will have talent, creativity, and genius will be expressed. You will be able to heal relationships and more readily attract the right person for you, your soulmate. It will help with compulsive behaviors, like compulsive eating, for example, or other compulsive and even addictive behaviors. Profound personal peace, joy, bliss, surrender, freedom, excitement, harmony, and aliveness will be part of your life. It will help you to remember who you really are at a deep soul level, which is really everybody's purpose on earth, is to remember who they are, and be who you're meant to be, your essence. Now, how do I know this? Who am I, little old Laura over here? Well, I thought that prosperity was money, and I did focus on that. But I learned about a lot of things in focusing on money. So you may think that your prosperity is making money or getting something like love, health, or anything else that you think that you want. But all prosperity really is the byproduct of being in alignment with your soul's purpose, what you came to earth to do. And how do I know this? Well, I was forced to know this by my own story. I was raised in a metaphysic household, yet I focused on material things. Anything that would get me an attaboy, you're great Laura, you're smart Laura, anything that would massage my ego was all about me. Straight A's in school, worked for money. I finally did attain millionaire status, sacrificed my own personal life to do that, but was able to squeeze in a marriage at the last moment at an advanced age. But everything collapsed. Okay, after I made the money and attained the marriage and everything else, the marriage ended, the money melted away, and interestingly enough, my ability to manifest completely disappeared. In May of 2010, after trying to handle this myself, with my little ego self, the small human self called Laura, about 10 years of this, I collapsed on my bedroom floor, crying in desperation. And there I heard a voice that finally said, do what you love and the money will follow. I'd heard that before, but I never thought it was practical, and certainly not to do work from spirit, although that is something I'd started to do and did really find it to be what I loved and was naturally gifted to do. But I had no choice. My money was almost gone, and I was thinking I would be homeless. So I decided to totally surrender to spirit work, or work from spirit. And within 4 months, my income went up 400%. Now, that's not to say I was making $400,000 a year, but yeah, you get the point here. It's 4 times its initial amount it went up. So soul purpose is what I call modern magic. It's original material. However, it's backed up, it's validated by Buddhist and other Asian teachings I found later on after I discovered this myself. Joseph Campbell, PhD, 12-step programs, Byron Katie, Neil Donald Walsh, Eckhart Tolle, and a myriad of other spiritual teachings. And also, as far as energy, more and more scientists are beginning to acknowledge the concepts of energy behind our reality. Here's a testimonial. Many people have received great results by using systems like this and this system. But one of my clients came to me, I think it was in like, let's see, I think it was in a month before. So April, she came to me and she wanted me to help her manifest $15,000 in 4 weeks. And I said, whoa, well, Ms. Powers, you're a pretty miraculous kind of lady, but even that I think is approaching things the wrong way. I said, rather than focus on outcome, I'd like you to focus on essence of what it is you really want. What kind of what do you really need this money for? What do you really want it for? Not what you need. Okay, she thought she needed money, but what did she really want? Well, what she really wanted was a wonderful experience for her wedding, her upcoming wedding. But she thought she needed the money to have it a certain way. So I told her to just carve away the needs behind it, the wants behind it, what she really, really wanted. And she did that. She focused on it in meditation. And I got a call from her 2 weeks later, and she got a raise at work for $18,000. I was very, very pleased for her. So there's many tools in this system. Psychic perception, soul archetypes. Now, if you don't know what an archetype is, it's basically like an archetype you might experience as a dream symbol, but they're ways that your soul, symbols your soul uses to talk to you. We also will be using channel meditations, healing, clearing, energizing, aligning. We'll be using affirmations that are healing and creative statements. And we also will be using symbols. Symbols are very, very powerful because they bypass the conscious mind and speak directly to the superconscious mind. We also will be using some ceremony and other vibrational tools such as color, crystals. I don't use all of them in the steps, but they can be used. Vision boarding, gratitude, forgiveness, and so on and so forth. Now, energy is everything. And Albert Einstein puts it this way concerning matter. We've all been wrong. What we called matter really is energy, whose vibration has been so lowered as to be perceptible to the senses. In other words, when you see something, it's no longer just this buzzing energy. We can actually see it because the frequency was slowed down. But there is no matter. There's nothing physical in the universe. Everything is energy. And when you align with your soul's purpose, your entire energy field changes. Your vibration raises, and your ability to transmute your reality as well. The end of miracle frequency. Now, I'm going to give you a little story about this piece of equipment called the GDV scanner. When somebody first said to me, hey, Laura, you want to come get measured by our GDV scanner? I said, huh, what's that? Well, GDV scanner is something that Russian scientists have created to measure whether or not they will invest in a particular person to be an athlete. It will measure the aura and the chakras, which tell a lot, but a very high level of accuracy. And a lot of research went into this, a lot of money and a lot of man hours. So I went to them, my friends, and they measured me, and my aura was broken around my neck, right in here. And 2 days later, I got terribly sick, an upper respiratory infection. So it was definitely showing what was going on with my energetic system. Then we used it in a class, my friends and I, that we taught together. I guided students through long meditation, which will be used in the vibration portion of this class, not today, but in the actual coaching program. After one of the volunteers was measured, it was amazing, but her chakras and her aura were perfect, absolutely perfect. It is truly amazing how meditation can change your energy. And here's a slide that shows before meditation and after meditation with the pictures similar to that which the GDV scanner would produce. Now, the steps used in this system are very simple, but yet very, very profound and powerful. The steps spell the word love, and basically it is alignment with love, with a higher frequency. The first letter of the word love, L, stands for let go of fear. The second letter of the word love is O, which stands for open, love, what you love to do, your soul, your purpose, your dharma. The third letter of the word love is V, which stands for vibrate at the higher frequency of love. And the fourth letter of the word love stands for embrace the flow of God, which is guidance, opportunities, and destiny. And you cannot get to this miracle frequency of flow until you learn how to let go. And so you go right back to the first step. So it's a never-ending process. It keeps going round and round and round. We use archetypes in this system, affirmations, meditations, symbols. An archetype is like in a dream. It's a symbol. Affirmations, meditations, other energy tools and principles to get you into the flow of your prosperous destiny. And here's a nice little pictorial. Let your problems fly to the sky. And that's what let go is all about. How letting go of things, letting go of your ego is trying to control everything. It's fearful. Love your life exactly as it is. This is called the spiritual law of non-resistance. And Eckhart Tolle says in A New Earth, acknowledging the good that you already have in your life is the foundation for all abundance, right? Being grateful. And here's a cute little poem that I did. Hopefully you think it's cute. Learn to be so you can see. It's only then that you can be aware, alert, and truly free to live your life abundantly. Learning how to be allows you to see what's really going on instead of being in a reactive, addictive mode. Now we're going to start a little exercise here, and you're going to have to go along with it rather quickly because I move quickly, but we're going to pick our resistance archetype for this lifetime. This is our soul's resistance archetype. And I'd like you to uncross your arms and legs. Get comfortable in your chair, or if you're lying down, just get comfortable and take a few deep abdominal breaths. And I am going to read off numbers 1 through 7. One of these numbers is going to pop out at you. It is your correct soul resistance archetype, your block in this lifetime. Very powerful information. So just listen up, and when you get one of them that pops out at you, I'd like you to write it down immediately. Write it down immediately. Okay, here I go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. And this is representative of your life purpose struggle. Now, what we're going to do with this is look at the meaning behind all of these numbers. One is you might have resistance in connection to God, to spirit. Maybe you have a resistance to intuition. You have trouble following your own gut instinct. Maybe you're unable to express your truth. Or maybe it blocks in the area of love. You're not able to do what you love, or everybody that you love leaves you, or whatever it is. Maybe you have blocks in the area of power, self-power, empowerment, being yourself. Number 6 is creativity. Maybe you're blocked in the area of utilizing your creativity. And number 7 is maybe you're blocked always in the idea that there's scarcity in the world. Each of these will have an affirmation associated with it. And if you don't know how, if you can't get the right one for you, I am making available to you an extremely inexpensive coaching program which will allow you to work with a soul purpose magic coach or work with, well, you can certainly work with a friend. It costs you nothing, or get a coach. I'm making that available to you. And also there will be free support if you go to our coaching program in a specific private group, support group that's created for the coaching participants. So we're going to create an affirmation from our specific soul resistance archetype. So for example, if yours was number 1, if that was your number and you're blocked in the area of God, then your affirmation is just the opposite. I am source. I am source. If you're blocked in the area of intuition, your affirmation is, I am intuition. So please write down your affirmation right now. Again, if you're having trouble figuring this out, if it's confusing to you, discuss it with a friend, a soul purpose magic coach, and or a support group. I will be making available to you a coaching program that has a support group in it and also access to coaching resources at a severely discounted rate, as well as the exact coaching program. And now step 2 is O for open. Open your heart today to yourself and others. Open your love. Okay? So open love is step 2. And this is the spiritual law of DHARMA, or your life purpose. Okay? So you have a unique talent and a unique way of expressing it. There is something that you can do better than anyone else in the whole world. Expressing your talents to fulfill needs creates unlimited wealth and abundance. And usually this is something that you love to do. Usually a talent that you have is something you love to do. I say it this way. When you use your natural gifts and talents in service, prosperity flows to you. You're guided to opportunities as your destiny unfolds. And now we're going to go to our DHARMA archetype. There's a lot more to this if you take the coaching program, but this is a very simple way to get through to your basic life purpose. What I'm going to do is I'm going to read off the numbers from 1 through 12. One of the numbers will pop out at you. This is your DHARMA archetype, your life purpose archetype. As well, there will be an affirmation to go with that, and I will read them off in great detail on the next slide. If you need additional help, just go to a friend, a soul purpose magic coach, or a support group. Okay, I'd like you to uncross your arms and legs and focus in on your breath from your abdominal area. Good. And I'm going to read off the numbers, and one of them is going to pop out at you. Write that down. It is correct. It is your DHARMA archetype. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Great. Okay, going to the next slide. Write down your number. Good. And this is the definition for each of the numbers, and each of them has an affirmation. Number 1 stands for innocent. That's the traditionalist, remains loyal and maintains faith in simple values and virtues. Stitch in time saves 9, simple value and virtue, and the affirmation for that is, I am faith. Every person, number 2. This is a communitarian, a person who seeks and builds community in all situations. Might be a person who does a lot of volunteer work or likes to participate in church fundraisers. That's the communitarian. Affirmation, I am community. 3, hero type. This could be a coach, could be a crusader, rescuer. Emphasizes making a difference in the lives of others. Affirmation, I am heroic. Number 4 is the caregiver. This would be the nurturer type. Provides comfort, kindness, compassion to others. Mothers, quite often, are caretakers. Another type would be a nurse, perhaps, or even a pastor or a rabbi, a minister. Affirmation for this is, I am kind. Number 5 is the explorer. This is an adventurer type. Emphasizes adventure and or new experiences. Affirmation, I am adventure. Please write your affirmation down when you get it. Number 6, lover. This is a harmonizer. Ensures that relationships are harmonious and pleasurable. Affirmation, I am harmony. 7, revolutionary. This is a game changer. Somebody who does things new, radical, new innovations that change the rules of the game or the realities of the marketplace. Okay, like Bill Gates would be a game changer. Change the rules. Affirmation, I am change. Creator, this creative type, the artisan, gives expression to visions, thoughts, ideas. Picasso, for example, I am creative. The magician, this is a healer type, an intuitive type, someone who's like a spiritual alchemist, moves somebody from one place to another place through some transformative tools and shifts them. Affirmation is, I am shift. And you can change it any way you want, of course, but I am shift is one to use. Ruler type, this is a leader type, government leader, CEO of a corporation, anyone who's a leader takes charge of people, situations, responsibility for the good of others. Affirmation, I am leader. Sage type, this is an expert guru, maybe Dr. Joseph Campbell, or some college professor could be a guru, a knowledge worker, wisdom worker, develops knowledge and expertise to its highest level, and the affirmation is, I am expert. Last one, number 12, is jester. And this type would be an entertainer, helps others have fun or a good time, and the affirmation is, I am joy, or I am laughter. See, I am bliss. So just take a moment more to write down your affirmation before I move forward. Good. And if you need any help with this, again, talk to a friend about it, perhaps a support group, or perhaps hire yourself a soul purpose magic coach or enter our coaching program. And at the end of this, there will be an invitation to do so. Number 3, step 3 is vibrate higher. Wow, that sounds exciting, and that means love. Vibrate love, and this is a spiritual law of vibration. There are other spiritual laws supportive of this, which I don't go into today. It's a higher level version of the entire program. But the spiritual law of vibration states that which you vibrate, you create. And Wayne Dyer puts it very succinctly and very brilliantly with the following quote. You do not attract into your life what you want. You attract what you are. Okay? So imagine for a moment fulfilling your Dharma archetype. Let's say that you're a nurturer, and imagine yourself just for a moment that you're doing something. Like if you want to get married and have children, that's what you are. Your Dharma archetype is the mother, the nurturer. Imagine yourself having children, nurturing them, giving them love. Okay? I'd like you to close your eyes. We're going to create a symbol for this. Take a few deep breaths. Think of your Dharma archetype. And now ask for a symbol for this. Anything is correct. You might see a sunset or happy baby. Whatever you get is correct. Write it down. Good. And now we are going to use this in a vibration exercise. We are going to combine our affirmations. We had our soul resistance archetype earlier. You may be blocked in the area of throat chakra. A lot of people are, particularly have reincarnated now. And so that affirmation is expression. I am expression. And then your Dharma may be the caregiver. So the affirmation for that is kind. So if you combine the two, you create an affirmation called I am kind expression. Doesn't that feel good when you say it? Kind of all fits together, right? So what I'd like you to do is to take a mindful meditation for a moment and visualize your symbol, then state your affirmation. We're going to do it for a moment now, but you can do it every day for at least 7 minutes, and this will raise your vibration so you can vibrate at the frequency of love for your soul, which is a miracle frequency. So what I'd like you to do is to close your eyes, uncross your arms and legs, start to breathe from your abdominal area. And I'd like you to just stare at the vision field behind your eyelids. State your affirmation. I am blank, blank. I am kind expression. If you could do this for 7 minutes every day, you would find that your vibration would start to shift and align with who you really are. And there's many other techniques which actually come down to being extremely simple. You might want to create a vision board as well. On my website, spiritmediumlaura.com, I give free video vision board instructions. Just go to spiritmediumlaura.com, that's spiritmediumlaura.com, and click on the categories section. And there you will find free video vision board category, and you'll be taken to the method to create that. And again, for additional help, go to work with a friend, a coach, soul purpose magic coach, or a support group. Now we're going to move on to the fourth step, which is embrace your flow. And as you can see, there's a river here that's flowing rather rapidly. Can you imagine going against that flow? Don't think it would feel very good, and I don't think you'd be very successful. Now, there's a spiritual law behind this called spiritual law of destiny. There is also a spiritual law of divine flow, which I go to in detail in the actual coaching program. The spiritual law of destiny says that if you follow, that destiny has a magical flow to it. It guides you with intuition, opportunity, and synchronicity. It's very, very powerful. Joseph Campbell puts it this way. That's the PhD who wrote The Power of Myth, a professor in comparative literature who who used to write all these quotes and was a PBS special quite often. If you follow your bliss, you put yourself on a kind of track that has been there all the while, waiting for you. And the life you ought to be living is the one you are living. Follow your bliss and don't be afraid. Doors will open where you didn't know they were going to be. I love that quote. I just love that quote. It's one of the first quotes I found after this material was created. I started to validate it on many different levels for me. So let's do an exercise on this. I'd like you to uncross your arms and legs and get relaxed. Start to breathe abdominally, maybe 3 to 4 times. And now I'd like you to repeat that affirmation, I am, whatever it is. If you are if your affirmation is I am kind expression, repeat that affirmation. You don't need to get too worried about this. Just repeat your affirmation, whatever it is. And then afterwards, I'd like you to ask for guidance. Okay? So then you're going to follow that guidance. Right now, after this workshop is over, and if you need additional help, go to a friend or a soul purpose magic coach or support group. So let me do the exercise with you briefly right now. So uncross your arms and legs. Focus on breathing from your abdominal area. Pull up your affirmation, I am blank blank. I am kind expression could be one. Good. And now pull in your symbol. Good. And now I'd like you to ask yourself for guidance. Ask yourself silently, what should I do today? Something should pop into your head. Whatever pops into your head is correct. Take a moment to write it down. So for example, if you are kind expression, you might have an idea to cook a special batch of cookies and bring them to your friend at work or somebody you know who's not feeling well. Whatever you get is correct. And don't forget to do this after this seminar is over. So in conclusion, your problem is your power, is your prosperity. And one last story to illustrate this. After a failed marriage, my sister she was fearful of not having love. Actually, her whole life, her whole resistance archetype was that of love. Always fearful of not having love because she didn't have love growing up. And she followed the steps without realizing. I mean, this is automatic for her, but she let go of the fear of not having love. She finally just says, I hand it up to a higher power. I'm not going to worry about it. And then she opened love. I'm going to do what I love to do. I'm going to love myself, and I'm going to accept my life the way it is. Move to a higher frequency. And then she started to vibrate that frequency by going out to dance, because she loved to dance. And that was what she loved to do. And what happened is the fourth letter, embrace your flow, she ran into a man she was supposed to marry when she was 20 years old, 37 years earlier, who became her husband. And they're happily married ever since. And he truly is her soulmate, I have to say. So that's another story. And I just wanted to mention the offer that I promised you is on spiritmediumcoach.com. There is a sequence of 4 different coaching tracks, each of them with 4 steps. And they each consist of video, which you're experiencing right now, with exercises, homework. And also you get support, free support in a private group, a private support group that you would be invited into. And Laura, myself, would be helping you for free. If you want additional help from me, I offer discounted time off my normal rates, because this is my purpose to help you align with miracle frequencies that all come on the wings of intuition. And so the learning tracks are as follows. There's intuitive abundance. That's what we just did now, but we did an overview of it. There's 4 separate steps, and I go into way more detail, and it's highly transformative and cathartic, and will allow you to live in the frequency of miracles. That's available now. Intuitive creativity, channeling the collective. This is to infinitely increase your creativity and also open your portal to unlimited information, the collective unconscious, if you will. It's a beginning course for an intuitive or psychic who really wants to get that flow of information opened up, your divine portal to creative intelligence. The 3rd module is Psychic Miracles. Is really an advanced, powerful psychic class where you'll be able to see, heal, and influence with energy, become a psychic genius. So the channeling one's more like a beginner psychic, but the Psychic Miracles is advanced. You will be able to read and heal auras and chakras using auras and chakras, remote viewing, medical intuition, telepathy, and remote influence will be covered in that particular class. And mediumship secrets. This is evidence of eternal life. Learn the secrets to access the eternal world. And each of these is coming along rather rapidly. You can remain apprised of them or begin right now with the Soul Purpose Magic module by going to spiritmediumcoach.com, and everything will be outlined there in great detail, including the pricing. As I mentioned, each class includes 4 hours plus a video, and also lessons for your reference and homework, and you can even share that with your friends, of course giving credit to me because this material is all copyrighted. Everything here is copyrighted. So anytime you do share, you cannot simply share without acknowledging that it's quoted from this source. And also includes the introductory video webinar. So each of them is 4 steps, which is recorded video plus the introductory video webinar. It also includes a free ebook for each class. These are sold separately, but you'll be getting that for free. It also includes free private group support in the Intuitive Miracle support group, which is an online support group. It also includes discounted private coaching with me, as I've already mentioned. And if you complete all 4 modules, all 4 classes, you will receive a Psychic Soul Healer certification. And my plan is to get you, if you complete the certification, to be in a support capacity and then start to become part of this system. As I can't do everything myself, so as it grows, I will be adding people in to support the entire process. So go here now to spiritmediumcoach.com and begin your new and exciting journey with intuition and miracles. Thank you so much for listening.